Welcome to today's video, where I'm about to share something that can change your relationship, an ancient secret hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to discover it. What if I told you that the key to building a stronger, more resilient relationship isn't in complex strategies or fancy advice, but in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy? What does Stoicism have to do with modern relationships? Stoicism isn't just about self-control or logic. It's about emotional resilience, inner strength, and wise decisions, especially when life gets challenging. And here's the kicker. These same principles can transform your relationship, helping you face struggles together without losing your peace or connection. In today's fast-paced world, minor misunderstandings can spiral into more significant conflicts or cause us to lose sight of what truly matters in our relationships. But what if you could respond with calm, understanding, and maturity instead of reacting emotionally or impulsively? That's where Stoicism comes in. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 powerful Stoic-inspired secrets that will help you keep your relationship strong, no matter the challenges life throws your way. These secrets include navigating disagreements without drama, building trust in lasting ways, and staying connected even during tough times. These Stoic tools don't just apply to romantic relationships. They're perfect for any connection in your life. So if you're tired of feeling stuck in the same cycles of conflict, or just want to bring more peace and growth into your relationship, you're in the right place. Get ready to explore how these ancient principles can unlock a deeper, more meaningful bond. Trust me, the insights I'm about to share might be the game changer you've been looking for. The first secret to a strong relationship comes straight from Stoic philosophy. Focus on what you can control and accept what you can't. At first glance, this might sound simple, but it's mighty when building and maintaining a healthy, long-lasting relationship. For instance, if your partner is upset about something unrelated to you, focus on how you can be supportive and understanding instead of trying to change their mood. Or if you're in a disagreement, focus on how you can express your feelings calmly and constructively, rather than trying to change your partner's mind. In the heat of conflict, it's easy to get caught up in trying to change things beyond our control. Maybe you're frustrated because your partner forgot to do something they promised, or you're still holding on to a past disagreement that can't be undone. Here's the Stoic lesson. You can only control your actions and responses. You cannot control your partner's thoughts, feelings, or the events that have already happened. This realization empowers you, giving you control over your reactions and decisions, and a sense of confidence in your ability to navigate your relationship. This doesn't mean you become passive or detached, but it means recognizing the difference between what's within your power and what isn't. When you stop trying to control everything, or everyone, you free up emotional energy that can be used more effectively. Think about it. How many times have you had arguments about things that are entirely out of your control? Maybe your partner had a tough day at work, and you get upset because they're distant, even though it has nothing to do with you. Or you could argue about something that happened months ago, long after it's in the past. These situations are daily, but can be resolved by shifting your focus from external circumstances to your reactions. For example, imagine you disagree about how much time your partner spends with friends versus with you. You could spend all your energy trying to change their behavior, or you could focus on how you react to the situation, perhaps adjusting your expectations or communicating your needs more clearly. Concentrating on your choices reduces unnecessary tension and creates room for healthier, more constructive conversations. A practical way to apply this Stoic principle is to start each day to let go of things you can't control. This could be as simple as accepting that you cannot change how your partner expresses their emotions, but you can respond with patience and understanding. By practicing this principle daily, couples can create a more peaceful, understanding relationship free from the emotional roller coaster of trying to control everything around them. When you let go of the things you can't control, you experience relief, making space for growth and connection rather than frustration and conflict. This sense of relief can bring calm and ease to your relationship, reducing stress and tension. One of Stoicism's core teachings is the emphasis on living virtuously. Practicing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation can build a foundation for a relationship that survives and thrives. These Stoic virtues are timeless, and applying them in your relationship can make a difference in connecting, communicating, and overcoming challenges. By practicing these virtues, you can bring hope and optimism to your relationship, knowing that you are building a strong foundation for the future. Let's break down how each virtue can enhance your relationship. Wisdom is about making thoughtful decisions based on understanding, not just feelings. In relationships, this means considering the bigger picture, seeing things from your partner's perspective, and making choices that benefit the relationship. Instead of reacting impulsively to disagreements or frustrations, a wise partner will pause, reflect, and clearly approach situations. For example, instead of rushing to judgment when your partner is upset, use wisdom to understand what's bothering them and find a thoughtful solution. You can practice wisdom by taking time to reflect before reacting to situations, considering the potential outcomes of your actions, and choosing the most beneficial course of action for your relationship. Relationships come with challenges. Sometimes it takes courage to face difficult moments. Courage is essential, whether having an uncomfortable conversation or standing by your partner during tough times. A Stoic approach teaches you to face these challenges head-on instead of avoiding them. Imagine facing an issue like trust or communication, where courage is needed to address the issue openly, even if it's uncomfortable. Courage in relationships fosters emotional intimacy because it encourages vulnerability and honesty. Justice is about fairness and balance. In a relationship, practicing justice means respecting your partner's rights, feelings, and needs while ensuring your own are met. It's about finding an equal ground where both partners feel valued and supported. When both partners practice justice, the relationship becomes a partnership of mutual respect and fairness, providing security and respect. Finally, moderation is the key to avoiding excess, whether it's emotions, expectations, or reactions. Practicing moderation in a relationship means finding balance. Instead of overreacting to small things or constantly expecting more from your partner, moderation encourages thoughtful responses and understanding. A partner who practices moderation won't let minor annoyances become significant issues, and they'll know when to give space or when to step in. Practice wisdom by taking time to reflect before reacting to situations. Show courage by initiating tough conversations when necessary. Prioritize fairness by always considering your partner's point of view. Apply moderation by responding calmly, even in stressful moments. By consistently applying these virtues, you'll create an atmosphere of trust, respect, and mutual growth, preventing unnecessary conflicts and fostering a deeper emotional connection. One of the most liberating principles in Stoic philosophy is to be present without being attached to outcomes. In relationships, this principle can help you navigate the complexities of expectations and emotional dependency. Too often, we find ourselves projecting into the future, worrying about how things should be, or becoming frustrated when our partner doesn't meet our expectations. However, attachment to outcomes or rigid expectations can create unnecessary tension and disappointment. The Stoics believe that the present moment is the only thing we truly control. Everything else, past mistakes or future hopes, is beyond our immediate grasp. In relationships, this means letting go of the idea that your partner must act a certain way, think a certain way, or fulfill all your emotional needs. It's about accepting your partner as they are rather than trying to force them into an idealized image. Here's an example. Imagine you've been hoping for a spontaneous weekend getaway with your partner, but your partner has a different enthusiasm or has a packed schedule. You might feel disappointed or upset if you're attached to the idea that the weekend getaway must happen as planned. However, by practicing Stoic wisdom, you focus on being present with your partner in the moment, appreciating what you have together, even if it's not what you expected. Attachment to outcomes can often lead to resentment. If you expect your partner to constantly meet your emotional needs or behave according to your ideal, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Instead, the Stoic practice is to embrace the unpredictability of relationships and be at peace with whatever arises. Here's a practical exercise to cultivate being present without attachment. When you're with your partner, consciously shift your focus to the moment, whether you're enjoying a meal together, conversing, or even sitting in silence. Let go of any expectations for how things should unfold and simply enjoy the experience for what it is. If something doesn't go according to plan, remember that you can't control everything, but you can control how you experience and react to the present. Being present also means letting go of future anxieties. Instead of obsessing over where the relationship is headed or worrying about future challenges, just enjoy the here and now. This mindset can take the pressure off both you and your partner, making space for more connection, peace, and genuine enjoyment of each other's company. By practicing presence and detachment, you ease emotional tension and create an environment where your love and bond can grow naturally without the stress of unrealistic expectations. In a world that often pushes for perfection, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. Perfection is an illusion. Both partners in a relationship are bound to carry flaws, past mistakes, and personal weaknesses. Stoicism teaches us that embracing these imperfections, rather than striving for flawlessness, is the key to a stronger, more resilient relationship. Every person enters a relationship with baggage. Whether unresolved emotional issues, past mistakes, or habits, they are still working to change. The Stoic mindset encourages you to accept these imperfections in yourself and your partner without judgment. Rather than expecting your partner to be perfect, you learn to appreciate them as they are, flaws and all. In relationships, imperfections are a source of strength. When both partners openly acknowledge their shortcomings, it fosters an environment of compassion and forgiveness. For instance, if one partner is prone to becoming defensive during arguments, the other can accept this as part of their imperfection, reacting with patience instead of frustration. Similarly, recognizing your flaws makes you more likely to offer understanding and empathy. Letting go of unrealistic expectations for perfection allows both partners to feel safer and more supported. This acceptance encourages open communication and vulnerability, which builds emotional intimacy. Instead of trying to change each other, you focus on growing together and learning from one another's strengths and weaknesses. This mindset reduces unnecessary conflict and encourages a deeper, more genuine connection. Accept that no one is perfect, including yourself and your partner. Recognize flaws as opportunities for growth, not sources of disappointment. When frustrations arise, remember that your partner's flaws don't define their worth. Choose patience over criticism. Offer kindness and empathy instead of judgment. A simple, "I understand" can go a long way in fostering acceptance. By embracing imperfection, you create a more forgiving and resilient relationship where both partners can feel loved, valued, and free from the pressure of perfection. Effective communication is undeniably vital in any relationship, but Stoicism offers an important twist. It emphasizes listening and responding with empathy rather than simply speaking your mind or reacting defensively. This principle can transform how you interact with your partner, leading to a deeper and more harmonious connection. Stoics believe in the importance of listening, not just to hear the words, but to truly understand your partner's perspective. Listening with empathy means hearing beyond the words and tuning into the emotions and underlying feelings that shape what is being said. Approaching communication with this mindset builds trust and ensures your partner feels valued and heard. In contrast, reactive communication, where you're only focused on your own response, can create misunderstandings and emotional distance. When you communicate empathetically, you prioritize emotional validation. Instead of jumping into problem-solving mode or immediately countering with your own opinion, you acknowledge and validate your partner's emotions. For example, if your partner is frustrated, an empathetic response might be, "I understand why that would upset you," rather than, "But you should have done it differently." Empathy ensures your partner feels seen, even when you might not fully agree with their point of view. Listen actively and offer emotional validation before providing your own thoughts or advice. Responding defensively or dismissively without considering your partner's feelings. When your partner speaks, avoid interrupting or thinking about your response. Focus solely on understanding their feelings. Before offering solutions, validate your partner's emotions. That sounds really tough. I can see why you're upset. Take a moment to gather your thoughts before responding. This pause can help you approach the situation with more empathy and less reaction. Fostering empathetic communication reduces conflict and strengthens emotional intimacy and trust, allowing your relationship to grow and flourish. One of the core Stoic principles is self-sufficiency, the idea that a person should be able to find contentment and fulfillment from within rather than relying on external circumstances or others for happiness. In relationships, this idea can be transformative. When both partners are emotionally independent, the relationship becomes more balanced and resilient, without the weight of unrealistic expectations placed on one another. Being emotionally independent doesn't mean being detached or uncommitted. It means being secure in yourself and your well-being. You are not relying on your partner to make you happy or to solve all your problems. When you cultivate self-sufficiency, you can enter the relationship as a whole, fulfilled individual rather than depending on your partner for validation or emotional support. For example, minor issues or disagreements can feel more significant if you rely on your partner for happiness. However, maintaining your sense of identity, hobbies, and passions brings richness to the relationship without making your partner responsible for your emotional state. This creates a healthier dynamic where both partners can grow individually while supporting each other. A healthy relationship isn't about two people becoming one entity. It's about two individuals coming together to support and encourage each other's growth. Maintaining interests, friendships, and passions outside of the relationship prevents emotional dependence and creates space for your partner to do the same. Imagine a couple where both partners have active social lives, pursue their individual passions, and have separate hobbies, but they also come together to share meaningful experiences. This balance creates a healthier, more sustainable relationship where neither partner feels suffocated or overly reliant on the other. Maintain hobbies and passions outside of your relationship. Have a support system outside your partner, whether family, friends, or a community. Practice finding contentment within yourself without relying on your partner for emotional validation. By cultivating self-sufficiency, you can build a relationship where both partners feel fulfilled individually yet more connected and supportive as a couple. This foundation of emotional independence promotes healthier interactions and stronger long-term bonds. Stoics believed emotions should not control us. Instead, we should understand and reflect on them to respond thoughtfully. This principle is fundamental in relationships because emotional reactions can often lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Developing emotional intelligence through reflection helps you gain insight into your triggers and responses, creating a more balanced, harmonious relationship. Emotional intelligence is recognizing and understanding your emotions and those of others. In relationships, emotional intelligence is essential because it allows you to respond to situations in a calm, considerate manner rather than reacting impulsively. Stoicism encourages you to pause and reflect before acting on strong emotions like anger, frustration, or jealousy. By doing so, you prevent miscommunication and conflict escalation, which can strengthen your bond with your partner. For example, if your partner says something that triggers an emotional response, take a moment to reflect instead of reacting immediately. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this really about what they said, or is it about something deeper? By recognizing your emotions and understanding their root cause, you can approach the situation with empathy and clarity, diffusing potential conflict. When you feel an emotional reaction rising, take a deep breath and give yourself time to reflect. This pause helps you separate your emotions from the situation and respond more thoughtfully. Reflect on moments that cause intense emotions and identify patterns. Are specific words, actions, or situations consistently triggering negative responses? Understanding these triggers helps you prepare for them. Journaling your emotions and experiences can help you track your feelings and patterns over time. Writing down your thoughts can clarify how your emotions influence your relationship. Regularly reflecting on your emotions increases your self-awareness and develops the ability to communicate more clearly and calmly, avoiding reactive behavior that could hurt your relationship. Stoicism values personal development and striving to become the best version of yourself. In relationships, supporting each other's personal growth can strengthen your bond and foster mutual respect and admiration. When both partners are committed to personal, professional, or spiritual growth, it creates a foundation of support and encouragement that enhances the overall connection. Supporting your partner's growth means actively participating in their journey, whether it's encouraging them to pursue their dreams, helping them through challenges, or celebrating their successes. Stoicism teaches that you should focus on your own improvement and contribute to the growth of those around you, including your partner. For example, if your partner is working on a new career goal, offering encouragement and practical support, like helping them find resources or being their emotional anchor, can deepen your connection. On the flip side, if they are struggling, being a source of strength and encouragement shows that you value their growth just as much as your own. By actively supporting each other's growth, you show love, respect, and admiration, all of which create a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. Couples who encourage each other to grow become more resilient in the face of challenges and more satisfied with their partnership. Share your personal ambitions and progress regularly. This keeps both partners aligned and invested in each other's success. Acknowledge and celebrate each other's achievements, big and small. This fosters a sense of accomplishment and partnership. Be supportive, but also provide honest and constructive feedback when necessary. Helping each other improve and evolve is a crucial aspect of growth. Supporting each other's growth does not strengthen your relationship. It helps each partner become their best self, creating a deeper, more connected partnership. Stoicism teaches the importance of staying true to your values, even when faced with challenges. In relationships, staying grounded in shared values is essential for building trust and maintaining integrity, particularly during difficult times. When both partners are aligned in their core principles, such as honesty, loyalty, and respect, these values act as a solid foundation for the relationship, providing stability and resilience. Focusing on shared values helps both partners stay grounded and aligned when disagreements or challenges arise. For example, if you and your partner value honesty, you'll approach conflicts with the understanding that truthfulness is more important than winning an argument. If you both prioritize respect, even in moments of tension, you'll strive to understand each other's perspectives and avoid hurtful language or actions. Remaining committed to your values builds trust and allows you both to navigate difficult situations with integrity. Stoics believe that maintaining virtue in all circumstances was the key to a fulfilling life, no matter how challenging. This means staying true to your principles in a relationship, even when emotions run high. Take time to reflect on the values you and your partner share. Whether it's honesty, loyalty, or kindness, knowing these values helps you stay aligned. During disagreements, express your feelings in a way that stays true to your values. For example, if honesty is important, prioritize being truthful even when uncomfortable. Always approach your partner with respect, regardless of the disagreement. Respectful communication prevents conflicts from escalating and keeps the relationship grounded in shared values. By staying committed to your values, you ensure your relationship remains strong, even in adversity. Shared values act as a guiding compass, ensuring that both partners work toward the same goals, even when difficult. One of Stoicism's most potent teachings is letting go of the ego. In relationships, ego often acts as a barrier, creating unnecessary distance between partners and preventing genuine connection. When both individuals are focused on protecting their sense of self or winning arguments, they lose sight of the relationship's true purpose: collaboration, mutual respect, and love. Ego-driven behavior can lead to power struggles, where each partner tries to assert dominance or misunderstandings, as each person's perspective becomes clouded by the desire to be correct. This can result in constant conflicts, unresolved tensions, and a lack of emotional intimacy. For example, the relationship suffers in a conversation where both partners are more concerned with being heard than listening to one another. The need to win the argument or prove a point prevents meaningful dialogue, eroding their connection. Letting go of the ego in relationships is not about diminishing your self-worth or losing your individuality. It is about recognizing that true partnership is not a competition. The Stoic approach encourages humility and focusing on the greater good of the relationship rather than personal gain. You open up space for compromise, understanding, and respect by letting go of the need to be correct. For example, instead of proving who is right in a disagreement, ask questions like, "What's best for us as a couple?" or "How can we resolve this together?" Doing so shifts the dynamic from individual victory to collective growth, fostering a healthier and more collaborative atmosphere. Focus on understanding your partner's point of view without the urge to respond immediately or defend your stance. This will promote humility and foster empathy. Acknowledge when you're wrong or when you could have handled a situation better. This humility can break down barriers and encourage your partner to do the same. Instead of focusing on individual victories, emphasize the success of working together as a team. Recognize the efforts of both partners in creating a solid relationship. By letting go of ego, both partners can cultivate a relationship based on mutual respect and cooperation, making it much more robust and fulfilling. Now that you know the Stoic secrets to a strong relationship, it's time to put these timeless principles into practice. By focusing on what you can control, practicing virtue, being present, accepting imperfection, and letting go of ego, you're well on your way to building a deeper, more fulfilling connection with your partner. These principles help guide your actions and responses in ways that foster growth, trust, and lasting harmony. But remember, relationships are a continuous journey. Applying Stoic wisdom in daily interactions will require effort, patience, and constant reflection. Take the time to evaluate your relationship and think about how these secrets can be woven into your partnership. Are you practicing emotional awareness? Are you supporting each other's growth? Are you letting go of your ego and embracing teamwork? We encourage you to reflect on these questions and apply these Stoic teachings in your relationship. Share your experiences in the comments below. What secret has impacted your relationship so far? We'd love to hear your thoughts and how these principles have helped you overcome challenges and grow closer as a couple. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into building healthier, meaningful relationships. Together, we can continue to learn and grow on this journey. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing your experiences in the comments below.